I should stop. I might get a copyright strike. Whoa, don't show my laundry. Too late. It's on the internet now. Forever and always. I should have adjusted this before. That's okay. Movie magic. Hello, everyone. Hi. David Jackson. First on the comments. Hello. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Another week. We've made it. It is another Dark Side of the Ring watch along. Don't know too much about this. Oh, thank you. Decided to do my makeup today. And we're just gonna go with that. We decided to do the makeup today, and it's a good hair day thanks to some volumizing dry shampoo. Boys, if there's a secret you must know, if you don't want to wash your hair, if you have long hair, dry shampoo is where it's at. That is your beauty tip. Guys need some beauty tips, right? There's your beauty tip. If you were looking for it while doing this Dark Side of the Ring watch along. Hello. Hi. How are ya? If you didn't know, now you know. You got robbed. The last round should have gone on until there was a winner, not a tie. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe they'll do like a champions like round or something, but I don't know. Or maybe I'll show up on that channel very soon. You never know. Again. Ooh. Yeah, let's see what's up in tonight's episode. Hello, hello. Thank you for returning. I see some names coming back every week. Hello. I see some new names as well. How are you? Yeah, right? I'm having a good hair day. I brushed it today. Put some dry shampoo. I don't know. I'm having a good day. Hopefully in this episode of Dark Side of the Ring, they talk about the Universal Wrestling Federation, and also Brian Zane did a video on it a few years ago, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know too much about this episode of Dark Side of the Ring, so hold on, I need to let the pooch in. Hold on. We need a session with Jack. Hold on one second. Come on, Jack. Hello. How are you? Welcome to the show. You can't go to your bed without saying hello to the audience. Hello. Hello. Hi. How are you? We are here for the watch along of the Dark Side of the Ring episode, and we don't know too much about this subject, but we reckon we're gonna be in for some shocks, for some surprises, some things that we didn't know, and that's okay, because, you know, sometimes in wrestling, you're not gonna know everything, you know, and you learn something new all the time, and that's the exciting thing about wrestling. You could always learn something new. It's great. So we're gonna learn some stuff. Yep, it's Jack. It's Jack. Jack's here. Jack's here. Jack's here. Jack's here. Jack's here. This is gonna be a great episode of the Dark Side of the Ring. I'm so glad that you guys are watching with my owner. Make sure to put the thumbs up in the video for this watch along. But, you know, you could just give me a thumbs up if you think that I'm a cute pooch. You can do that. Thank you. And if you haven't already, you can subscribe to the channel, because Alex puts out new videos all the time. All right. I could do that all night. maybe he'll just like chill. All right. What are you guys saying in the comments? I'm sorry. Yes, this is my dog, Jack. We call him the Jackal sometimes. He's a nice one. He's a good one. He kind of likes this sometimes, but not really. I think today he's liking it, though. Alex, question. Are you using Sling through an offer where it's free from... I don't know what that is. I just have Sling. It's my brother's account, so... I don't ask questions. I just take the password. All right, Jack wants to go on his bed. He could go. Maybe he'll appear later. Commercial break. You never know. But I don't know. Keep the thumbs up going and subscribe to the channel if you want to see Jack. That's his policy tonight. I don't know why. Anyway. Yeah, with my Sling account, it's my brother's. I don't really know what it is. Yeah, I'm having a good hair day. It's a good hair day. They used to play reruns of UWF on ESPN Classic channel back in the 2000s. I do remember slightly seeing wrestling on ESPN Classic back then. 3 a.m. here in UK, and I can't even watch Dark Side of the Ring yet. Oh no, sorry. Hello, how are you? Thank you. I got it from a friend. Her name is Sarah Bain on Twitter, and her husband have a Instagram called, oh, what is it called? It's somewhere on the bed. Oh, sorry. I'll get it soon. At the next commercial break, I'll get it. Let's go!
In 1990,
here we go.
The Universal Wrestling Federation appeared out of nowhere.
Out of
ready to make a
nowhere.
major impact on the wrestling world. UWF
Does that work? Hold on. Technical difficulties.
Brought together a roster of all-time greats.
There we
and
go.
future stars. It was an ambitious dream of an outsider, a man named Herb Abrams.
The purpose of this federation is to have wrestling go back to basics, the way wrestling used to be.
I really believed that I was stepping into something new and cutting edge with Herb Abrams of the UWF. While his lofty vision put the UWF on a path to success, Herb's dream became everyone else's nightmare.
I ain't going to get you! What's it for?
Yikes.
Right from the get-go, the show was a joke.
The money wasn't legit. Herb had squandered millions of dollars.
All hell broke loose.
Herb was like a ball of fire, just looking for oxygen.
SWAT teams are going to be knocking down the door here in a minute.
I couldn't even fathom it.
I heard that he was covered in Vaseline and cocaine. It's crazy.
And you've got to start from the bottom and work your way up. Herb started at the top and worked his way down. Now, for the first time
Yikes.
ever, the true story behind the monumental downfall of Herb Abrams.
You can't, Abrams. You can't.
Are we gonna witness some shit? Oh, we're gonna witness some shit, huh? Damn. All right, let's go.
The WWF dominated
Let's go.
professional wrestling. Powered by the vision
Trying to
and
find a better
expertise of Vince McMahon, no other organization came close to its mainstream popularity. But in 1990, an unknown wrestling fanatic came from out of nowhere to attempt to slay the WWF monster. I mean, I see
It's
it so
iced coffee.
clearly in my mind, like it was yesterday, and I cannot talk about her without smiling. I am Mick Foley. I am sometimes known as the hardcore legend.
Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack, you know, just a few personas.
Guy with a big personality.
Dork.
His enthusiasm was contagious. I believe I was at one of John Arezzi's weekend of champions. John was one of the first guys who was putting together wrestling weekends.
My name is John Arezzi, and I've been in and out of the pro wrestling business really since the early 1970s. There was a gentleman who was looking to start a wrestling promotion, and he was a little eccentric. He had really big aspirations. He wanted to launch at the Wrestling Fan Convention. He mentioned a lot of money being pumped into the organization, but when he mentioned the names like Bruno Sammartino, I mean, to me, that was legitimacy.
For most of the 20th century, Bruno Sammartino was the face of professional wrestling and one of its first true icons.
And I called Bruno to verify it, and he said he was going to be getting involved with Herb. So I certainly gave him the time of day and welcomed him to my Wrestling Fan Convention.
The Wrestling Fans Fantasy Weekend event is one of the first fan conventions of its kind.
Wow.
And a convenient arena for Herb to approach talent looking for new opportunities.
There was a lot of the guys from the Northeast, the Cactus Jacks, Sunny Beaches, and Herb made a point to introduce himself to almost everybody there.
I know he was trying to, look for talent at the convention. He was there, I guess, recruiting. My name's Rick Allen, formerly known as Sonny Beach in the wrestling world. He was, looking to do big things. And Sonny, my boy, we're going to make it big one day, Just be there for the ride.
I didn't inspire to become a professional wrestler, to be honest with you. He saw something in me that I didn't even see.
Yeah. New
My
opportunities.
name is Wild Thing Stevie Ray. He said, Stevie, my boy, I'm going to turn you into a big
Stevie
star.
Ray.
I can't wait to be around this guy.
Herb had never wrestled. He had never really experienced anything in the wrestling other than really being a fan. My name's B. Brian Blair, and I've been wrestling for a long time.
Let's just say a long time. Let's just leave it at that.
For him, I thought, well, this is a great way back to kind of the WWE without the pressure of wrestling 67 days in a row. It was perfect for me.
With the exhilaration of an obsessive fan, Herb officially launches the UWF at the convention, with a press conference laying out his grand plans for global domination.
It was really
Hope you
designed
dig
to
our show.
introduce
Oh yeah,
his vision
of course I dig
and
the
allow
show.
someone
I'm watching it every week.
associated
Yeah,
with him.
I totally dig
It
it.
turned into more of a circus, and there was an angle between Dan Spivey and B. Brian Blair. There were tables torn, there were glasses thrown.
He introduced as his booker, Blackjack Mulligan, who at the time was incarcerated.
And he mentioned that he was going to be using Bruiser Brody as one of his top stars, but Bruiser Brody had been murdered a year ago.
It was
Oh
far-fetched,
no.
but it wasn't, because the entire wrestling business is far-fetched. His belief in his own words made people around him want to believe. And, when he's telling you this is going to be one of the greatest wrestling promotions, I thought,
You'll see why coming up.
this is the man who's
Oh.
going to mix Hollywood and sports entertainment in a way that not even Mr. McMahon had done. Exploding out of the convention, Herb's pure force of personality has bought him a roster of eager wrestlers, each with the high expectations of a man who is a complete mystery.
The way they film this is just so brilliant. It's art, pure art.
I knew that he was a businessman of some kind.
He was working with the stock market. He told me he was in the clothing industry. I have no idea what he did. I really don't know.
Herb owned clothing companies in New York City called I'm a Big Girl Now. It was all these beautiful dresses that you wouldn't have thought would have been for these oversized women. My name is Lane Duke. I worked at NBC for 24 years as head of post-production and quality control. I always wanted to get involved with professional wrestling. When you're a fan, you have that deep desire to want to be on the inside. Herb Abrams was my best friend. We were kindred spirits. Herb was in a pair of jeans, cowboy boots, and he was going from the minute I met him.
Those damn cowboy
He
boots.
let me in so quickly because he didn't have a me. He didn't have someone that could do what I did. He believed so much in what he was doing and in what he was selling.
Herb Abrams' greatest dream comes to life on October 1st, 1990, when the UWF Fury Hour debuts on cable television.
There's excitement in the air throughout this capacity.
Bruno Sammartino, right there.
We were in Reseda, California. It was a nice setup. It was a small venue, but it was sold out.
We were believing in Herb's vision. I didn't know where it might take us, but I resolved to enjoy it.
It's so, oh man,
I would rather hurt a man than love a woman.
interesting.
Had recently parted with WWF, and so they were fresh.
This is
and hot
interesting
on
to
television.
watch, especially when you work with indie
guys like Paul
shows. This is interesting.
Then he has Steve Dr. Jeff Williams, Captain Lou Albano,
Danny Spivey and Bob.
Especially this is happening in 1990.
Credibility to the UWF.
It's,
Having these big names on board with us.
Yeah, those are big names.
Taking a hands-off approach,
Ooh,
Herb
this is
empowers
interesting.
his talent with creative freedoms they never had before.
It was a lot looser in Herb Abrams' territory than it was in Vince's world. You know, you had to walk like you did in the Army.
I went from feeling like I'd been wrestling with handcuffs on to feeling like I had total freedom.
I thought it was something special. I thought I got it on the ground floor, the infancy of the show.
I knew that I was heading for stardom. You know, I knew that.
Yeah, they
was gonna
did.
Give me that big push.
They did start off with some solid stars.
Things were good.
With his dream of becoming a big-time promoter within reach, Herb seeks to align with the one man who could fast-track his success in the wrestling world.
Herb met with Vince McMahon.
Yet another episode about Vince McMahon. It all ties around Vince McMahon at the end of the
West
day.
Coast for you. And Vince McMahon blew him off.
Rejected by wrestling's king, Herb's
Wrestling's
attitude
king.
towards the
Pretty much.
WWF evolves into a desire for utter domination. In order to compete, he looks to expand the UWF roster.
Do you think that's why you shut up here? You shut up, I'm talking. I am the manager, for God's sake. I am the man who has to bring them to glory.
I'm Marty Esberg. I'm from Gaffney, South Carolina. And back in the 80s, I was branded the Colonel by Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. In the dressing room, we kept hearing about this Mark out in California who had tons of money and was putting together a TV show called the UWF. He flew us all out to California. He set me up in this 2-bedroom estate hotel, Beverly Hills. And it was all that and a bag of chips. And we wasn't working for him. Understand, we was just going to meet him. You know, I'm like, wow. That night, he knocks on the door, and he has 2 high-end call girls. We're not talking about South Carolina snaggletooth call girls. We're talking about Hollywood honeys.
Hollywood
These
honeys.
girls into my suite that I thought was my suite. And I'm drooling all over myself because, I mean, I'm thinking I don't even get to see women like this, much less, you know, have this delivered to my room.
Like, this is a meme right here.
And in the process, he put a little mirror. And he had...
Oh, no.
The only thing I can think of is, you know, SWAT teams are going to be knocking down the door here in a minute, and we got...
I mean, yeah, right.
And cocaine everywhere.
That's a lot of cocaine.
I didn't know how to get out of the room. I really and truly wanted out of that room. I'm in California. I'm on his dime. I can't call the police. Hell, the room's in my name. So I kind of just sat over in the corner. And, you know, I mean, it was like a live pornography.
Oh, no. What's going to happen?
It was a very long night.
Okay, good to know. Anyways, what do we think? Sound off in the comments during this commercial break, and every commercial break if you are new here. That is what we do. Kind of bizarre for, I don't know, it's bizarre to hear about wrestling conventions this way and about wrestling weekends. You don't really hear too much about it in documentaries. It's definitely, it's an experience for sure. And it's interesting the way that he did it like that. And back in the day, it was, oh my gosh, so freaking easy. Back in the day, it was so easy to do anything and get away with anything. But wow, insane. What are we thinking? Wow, there's a lot of comments that are needing of approval. It's Pornhub come to life. I mean, I guess. I have no idea. It's demon time, I guess, on Dark Side of the Ring. Dark Side of the Ring wrestling Twitter after dark. Anyways, from what I gather, that's what Herb blew the budget on. I mean, dude, you can get Hollywood honeys like in any form. Like, you don't have to spend that much money. This is on Vice. Weird. They got into some thoughty trouble. Someone from I get it. I think the whole point of the last segment was that he just like blew all the money on dumb shit, which is like, oh yeah, that okay. I mean, that's how you do it. You blow it on Hollywood honeys and cocaine. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I don't even know what Hollywood honeys are. It's best we don't find out. Herb wanted to live that Ric Flair life before even having a pay-per-view. Yeah, pretty much. God damn. That's crazy. Hollywood honeys, though. Yeah, it's wild. Blow it on blow. Yeah, blow it on blow. I couldn't even imagine if I was a fan of wrestling in the very early 1990s. Like, yeah, like it's just, it's just like, it's interesting to see. It's interesting to see this documentary about like conventions and wrestling conventions and indie like wrestling shows. And I've worked like maybe 5 wrestling shows, like a couple like wrestling shows. I've been like, you know, behind the scenes, backstage on stuff, and it's interesting. In terms of like perspective on people, just in life. If that makes any sense at all. It doesn't. Anyway. New WWE tag team, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, the Hollywood Honeys. That actually could work. High price hookers, I tell ya. Oh, we're back on. Look at that title. That's an ugly looking title, let's be real.
When he would hold it up, Herb would hold it up. He knew that he was telling Vince McMahon to have himself.
Herb's vision for the UWF was to put the
Oh.
UWF out of business.
F you, got it.
I mean, he was that guy.
Herb was doing everything to intentionally needle McMahon and to piss him off. He wanted to squash Vince. He wouldn't even be happy with peaceful coexistence. I think he just wanted to put the guy down.
That's cool.
With rival WWF far out of view,
Hey, yo.
Herb Abrams takes the opportunity to launch his first attack, bringing in one of Vince
I'm
McMahon's
glad.
prized
Good morning.
Herb calls me and he's so excited. He goes, Lenny, get here as fast as you can. I'm not going to tell you who's sitting here, but this is the best thing. Now, when I came out here before, I said I
Who is it? Who is it?
something that only... Here he is, Andre the Giant.
What?
Andre the Giant has signed a long-term contract with the Universal Wrestling Federation.
Well, he's not in his prime anymore, as everybody knows, but
He will be wrestling.
he will be wrestling.
He will be wrestling.
Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant had come in.
That's pretty huge. Back in that day, that's pretty huge. No pun intended.
200, 300 people in the audience, they were all standing, and they knew that we had hit.
Hit. Yikes.
After Andre made the appearance for UWF, Vince McMahon got on the phone and called him and brought him right back in.
Wow. He said, here's more money. Come back home.
The announcement of losing Andre the Giant is an enormous blow to Herb's plan for dominance. Without McMahon's riches, Herb responds by throwing every gimmick in the book to gain the attention of fans.
Herb would think of things on the fly. He'd change things on the fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a disgrace. I'm reversing the decision.
As long as it entertained Herb, he thought it was entertaining the world.
Fact is fact. I told you I'm gonna hurt Eddie Fitz in that Eddie Fitz bitch. I want a cage match.
I don't think he had the knowledge.
No holds barred casket match, steel cage, triple threat inferno.
You don't understand are, what their weaknesses are, how to put them together, who they work the best with, then you're never going to be successful.
Running out of ideas, Herb turns to yet another new strategy to invigorate the UWF.
What made you come to this overgrown smart for to make questions? I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon. I said, who is this overgrown smart for to make questions?
Interesting. What happens to a promotion when the boss becomes the star of the show?
Welcome back to another night of the Fury Hour. I'm Herb Abrams, and again, we've got a powerful show for you tonight.
He was right in that world, and we were just living in it.
Yep.
You think about it. You think about it. Because you're the one that wanted it, and now you got it.
All I saw was money, TV. I was open to anything to get the exposure that I was after. He saw a way to get heat and actually be on camera and have a feud between the Colonel and
1991, he was doing it way before Vince McMahon, though. If you want to give him some kind of credit.
I knew as long as he was
What a trendsetter.
keep me around.
What a trendsetter.
Herb attempts to get one over McMahon by emulating one of WWF's most lucrative ventures, merchandising.
There you go. That's the money shot right there for Wrestling for Sale. That's the shirt that's gonna be like $600. Or not, I don't know.
Herbie cookies.
Herbie cookies.
Repeat that for you. Herbie cookies.
Wow.
He also wanted the ice cream bar, but the cookies, they were great.
Let's not forget the Brian Blair cookie. It's honey.
I don't have cookies, Jack.
In desperate need of a power play,
I think Jack thought I had
television
cookies.
contracts started slipping away.
That's Beach Brawl, the battle to crown the Sports Channel television champion. Pay-per-view, $14.95. The UWF Beach Brawl. Call your cable operator today.
When I heard that Herb was putting on a pay-per-view, it seemed like the breakthrough moment.
It was proven by the WWF, was proven by WCW. That's where they made the majority of their income, was through their pay-per-view events. And to Herb to step into that arena, maybe he was expecting to roll the dice, get lucky, and then finance the whole operation.
High expectations for the UWF's inaugural pay-per-view weigh heavily on Herb. Instead of holding the Beach Brawl in a largely populated area, Herb lands on Palmetto, Florida, over an hour away from the closest major city.
Palmetto Vanity Civic Center was a nice venue. I mean, WWF does TV tapings out of there. I think that's one of the reasons why Herb picked that place.
Herb said that he had every newspaper, he had every radio station, everyone was going to give it a push to help him.
Of course, we're real excited about the Beach Brawl, and I would highly suggest that people call to secure Beach Brawl right in their living room, because it will be just that, a brawl at the beach. Hopefully millions of fans watching the show.
I go.
Millions of
And I
fans?
know that there's no way in hell we can sell this building.
Talk about a reach.
The building was immense. The building was bigger than any building I had ever seen in my entire life. And I knew damn well that we didn't sell this building out. Somebody screwed up.
Oh no. So they have a pay-per-view. They thought they were going to sell out. They thought they were going to do well. Millions of fans. And someone messed up. That sucks. Wow. I mean, how can you do business when you're all coked up? Right? That's insane. That sucks. Like, that sucks. Cause like, he's super over his head, right? He's in over his head, because you're starting off and you're already getting like huge names, which is like good for you to have that idea to go to wrestling conventions and actually go talk to these stars, like actual stars, and get huge names on your show. Like, that's smart. What's not smart is blowing all your money on cocaine and Hollywood honeys. I mean, he would have had a chance, but this is such a story of like, oh man, you're doing this to yourself. Like this is an interesting watch because there's absolutely no sympathy for this man. For me, to him, like I don't have any sympathy. Like you're doing this to yourself. You bought escorts, you know, uh expensive ones when, you know, there's some all in the land where you can get, I don't know. But hi. Man, he fucked up. He fucked up, man. What can you say? He fucked up. He had good ideas, but the worst execution and planning. Yeah. He looked like the girl from the Progressive commercials. Funny that you say that. I dressed up as Flo for Halloween one year. Damn it, Hollywood Honeys is gonna get stuck in my head. It's like someone's gotta what was if anyone's familiar with Anthony Green, Retro AG. Is it the Platinum Honeys? Who comes out with them? The two blonde girls that come out with him. Is it the Platinum Honeys? I think they're called the Platinum Honeys. So are you gonna do Quizlemania anymore? You were a delight. Oh, thank you so much. Not this week, but maybe if they ever ask me back, I'm always gonna say yes. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be invited back, but you know, maybe I will. You guys gotta bother them. But I would love to come back. Yeah. What's wrong with Flo? She just wants to go get into what? Why are we talking about Progressive? Anyway, I'm gonna be a Hollywood honey for Halloween. Send pictures. I'll be perfectly honest. I never heard of Herb until an interview with popped up. Destroyed the UWF more than Eric destroyed. Yikes. And we are back on that note.
Indulges in Florida's nightlife scene, letting it get the better of him.
They talk about those people that work hard, play hard. That was Herb Abrams.
Hell yeah. Get that trending.
Obviously, it was cocaine.
There were more drugs back in the late 80s, early 90s than any other time in the history of pro wrestling.
There was just like debauchery down here. We were staying up around the clock, partying. It was like one big party for some of the guys.
When I got to Florida, he was in his hotel room, and he had been partying. I found Herb to be in really, really bad shape.
Yikes.
I said to him, "You've got to straighten yourself out. We've got this goddamn pay-per-view to do. You're going to kill yourself by you doing this.
Getting high before the pay-per-view? What the hell?
And I said to him, Herb, when we're finished with this, we got to get you into the rehab. If we don't go to rehab, I can't do this with you."
Head as he arrives to find thousands of empty seats at the arena.
They had to cut the
Hi, Brittany. I love you.
to do the TV show. So nobody knows.
Love you, Brittany.
That's pay-per-view.
We're watching this.
That was a pay-per-view.
They have a pay-per-view and they didn't sell out.
People were in the audience.
Yikes. You hate to see it.
And he say, somebody screwed up.
He tried to keep up beat. He was in there doing a ring announcement and his thing, but I think that really hurt him.
Right, I'm gonna go with the doc.
I wonder how it was like backstage.
With Steve, Dr. Death Williams.
He was
Okay.
running in and out of the bathroom a lot that night.
Yep, there we go. There we go.
It was the worst pay-per-view, I think, in pay-per-view history. We got like a .01 buy rate. That equates to maybe 100. It's either 100 or 1,000 people.
It was a financial loss, a tremendous financial loss. Nobody was happy.
All the guys were talking, between themselves, and they thought it might be the end of, the promotion.
I was a glass half full guy. I would see those empty seats and I would think that it was a way to do cool stuff.
Leave it a Mick Foley. Love you. Foley is God.
Come to fruition.
Ugh,
With the event
love
of
him.
financial disaster and checks for the talent starting to bounce, the UWF wrestlers confront Herb face to face.
I go knock on his hotel door so I can get my money. And the door opens and there's these two naked girls.
Of course.
Not like I haven't seen a naked girl before, but this is a little unusual. And then I look and I see Herb on the bed. He's naked and he's laughing. And I look over and it's a picture that's forever etched in my mind. So he tells those girls to leave, and as they're getting dressed, Herb writes them a check for $2,000 each. I thought, golly, $2,000. This guy's
$2,000?
on cocaine and hookers. I mean, how long is this promotion gonna last?
I had a guy tell me one day, he said, you know, this is a runaway train. I said, no, brother, this is a train wreck. And all they're trying to do now is just figure out if there's any survivors.
Herb Abrams' connections
Not
in
much.
the wrestling world start to dry up. Many of the wrestlers stiffed on pay are refusing to work while Herb's vices are taking hold.
Yeah, bye.
I kept in contact with Herb even when I did not work for Herb. You could see the wear and tear on his face. I mean, between the drugs and the failing promotion, it was really taking a toll on Herb.
Well,
I don't think he was keeping up with money. I don't think it mattered to him.
doing it to
As long as
yourself.
the party continues.
You're an addict.
In Spartanburg, South Carolina,
Also, no one's helping
he
him.
pulled a fast one.
Sad.
So, the day of the show arrives. TV crew gets there about 12 o'clock. Herb's there. And they said, we need to get a check from you for tonight's show. Herb says, let me get everything set up and I'll cut you a check. So we get up to about 4:30. TV crew came back and said, Mr. Abrams, if you
wanna come up?
don't give us some money, we're packing up leaving. Herb says, okay, let's go up to the office. They call Herb's bank. Mr. Abrams has multi-millions of dollars in this bank account. Confirms it. TV crews look at each other. They said, he definitely got the money. He had two bank accounts. He had one that was filthy rich, and then he had the other bank account that he cut his check on that had no money in it.
Herb worked something out where they...
No money, can't do it.
And I told them, don't
Yikes.
accept the check if you don't want to accept the check. And they accepted the check.
All hell broke loose. Some of the guys that had worked that show threatened to throw Herb off the 5th floor balcony. And that's when reality hit me upside the head. I was hiding out. I had people calling my phone. I mean, they were wanting to kill me.
I mean, not for nothing, but you were associated with Herb and all the drugs and the hookers. And not saying that you can't have a good time, but maybe help out your boy and be like, yo, I don't know. Like, well, someone, oh, sorry. I didn't know your face was right there. I'm so sorry. Oh, baby. You're okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, someone suggested that he go to rehab after the pay-per-view, but no one actually, came forward with that. But, oh well. They were gonna Vanilla Ice his ass. Damn, what the hell? Yep. He was in love with the Coco. I still want to see Plane Ride from Hell. Ooh, that would be an interesting episode. To a mess of trouble. Yeah, pretty much, I mean, if you are associated with the actions, I mean, even if it's one time, like, you are aware of what's going on and you're not helping him out. So, I don't know. You could blame the individual as much as you can, but once they're like a full-blown addict and their whole world is turning to shambles and they still can't help themselves, like, that's the point where, like, close family and friends need to step in, and no one did, unfortunately. Plane Ride from Hell would be a great episode. I want to see Heroes of Wrestling episode someday. That'd be interesting. Got any wrestling memorabilia? I feel like you ask this question every week, and I always say yes. If you want a wrestling memorabilia video, maybe request that, and I can do it. But it is a yes. You may now stop asking me. Please. And thank you. Did they do the steroid scandal episode yet? No, they have not. And we have been saying week after week after week, especially here on this channel, Queen of the Ring, they should do a whole Vince McMahon season. Just do a whole Vince McMahon season. And just cover different... Like every episode could be like, one episode could be, I've said it so many times, the scandal, the steroid scandal, or whatever. Bro. Listen, bro. What, bro? Oh, are we back? Oh, we're back on. We'll talk next commercial break.
His party lifestyle grows more intense, and his grasp on reality begins to slip.
He would get in this paranoia state where he would swear that there was someone with a bug, in this hotel room.
I seen the parents.
It's all the drugs.
And I asked, what's wrong? I just stare around and look around and said, I think they're outside. I said, who? The person watching us. I said, who? He would never tell me who it was.
I don't know who he felt was recording him, whether it be the police, whether it be the hookers, whether it be the pimps. I'm thinking, no one's spying on her. It's the drugs talking.
He would go through the furniture and look for microphones or cameras, and he'd tear the furniture up, just tear it up to bits.
For some reason, he had
And that's hotels, and that's more money.
And if there was a zipper, he'd open him up, and he'd just start ripping through them. I mean, he'd just rip them out. And,
Yikes.
and then when that was ripped out, he'd go to the next one. All the feathers would have been all over the road. He wanted everything.
Paranoia.
That paranoia thing, it concerned me because there was some truth behind some of that.
It's a dog
You see,
episode.
he'd go over to the door and the peephole, and he would look through the peephole like this right here. Now you got to understand, here's this 5 foot tall, little, naked Jewish fella with cowboy boots. That's the one thing he didn't take off was his cowboy boots. And he's going. I said, what's wrong?
They're coming. They're coming. Keep here. They're coming.
Now, what do you think? Yeah, they probably coming.
Herb's problems escalate further when he tries to put one over on the wrong people.
Here he is. He's with his.
What did he do?
And he's doing this while I give you a check type thing. No, you're supposed to give him cash. She's not falling for it. Boom. The door breaks down. Doug's there. Herb's eyes pop out. He goes and throws himself through a window. Literally got naked. And he's like, what do I do? What do I do? And I said, make yourself visible.
Is that why you had a closed set?
Go to jail. And that probably wouldn't have been a smart thing because he probably had contacts in there as well. But anyway.
Wow.
Excessive lifestyle is finally
Shout out to that actor for letting it all loose.
Wrestling cease. Any
All
comeback
hang
for
loose.
the UWF seems near impossible. Meanwhile, his old rival Vince McMahon stages one of his most flamboyant events yet.
There you go.
The spectacle of WrestleMania 9
WrestleMania 9.
shows Las Vegas casinos that wrestling can be a huge draw. For Herb, it opens the door to a golden
Look at
opportunity
his face.
in the city of second chances. His first event in over a year, the Blackjack Brawl.
What better way to showcase your product than in one of the preeminent locations?
It's already a horrible name.
in Las
Let's start with
Vegas, or
that.
in the world, for that matter.
For Herb to pull off the MGM Grand, it's a It's a wager city, it's a betting city, so obviously.
Man, I'm yawning a lot, and I just had a coffee.
That was his deal. That was his motif. That's what he did. He would go for the biggest freaking bite he could get, and he'd take it.
He was spending an enormous amount of money on the talent that he was bringing in for it. It was a loaded show with big names, and it just seemed like a party.
The night before the show, Herb brings me up to his penthouse suite. When I saw the suite, I believed that MGM was going to be packed. I was thinking 17,000 people packed to the rafters, and this overlooked the whole city. And Herb goes, wait till you see this. People are going to lose their minds. He proceeds to pull out a pair of yellow ostrich skin cowboy boots that have UWF burnished into the leather. The fact that he thought people would lose their minds over a pair of cowboy boots was an indicator that there were issues. Making their way into the luxurious MGM Grand, UWF talent discover once again that Herb's reach is leagues beyond his grasp. It was a gorgeous arena, and that night it was a gorgeous empty arena.
It was like sad to wrestle in front of, a couple hundred people again.
You know, my first match was in Clarksburg, West Virginia, and we had 300 people, but we were at the Clarksburg Armory. He didn't seem bothered by what was going on. Almost like it was part of the grand plan. Like, okay, those 300 people are going to be checking out my ostrich skin boots.
Yeah, which you could barely see.
And he was involved in everything.
It really was an embarrassment.
Out of his mind.
He was really outrageous during that showing. He might have been coked up.
Might have been?
I mean,
let me guess.
He
was. He was.
In front of the crowd. I mean, it was kind of hilarious. It was sick. All the same way. It was kind of weird.
He was acting very strangely. His mannerisms were different.
Well, the Coke helps with that.
He was twitching and jumping and such, and so they all knew he was high.
On that night, I had a chance to wrestle my idol, Jimmy Snuka. And when Jimmy Snuka and I started heading into the stands, the 16,700 empty seats, I remember Brian Blair going, what are you doing? I said, it's Herb's show. We can do whatever we want.
They're way up there. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a double disqualification.
The downside is that check did not clear.
He wrote me a check. It bounced.
It was a
surprise there.
That kind of hurt. He had the weight of the world on his shoulder. We never wanted to be Herb Abrams in his position.
When he came back, he told me how successful it was. I had the MGM, man. Yeah, you drew 200 people, and it was a total cluster. And he says, yeah, but I had the MGM.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. That is interesting how this story ties in with a lot of stuff. How like the general subject of how fame, or what we think in our delusional little tiny brains, especially our coked up brains, what success is, I guess. Maybe not what success is, but like, I don't know, just living in your own world of, I guess, entitlement and just narcissistic. So many things. There's so many things to unpack with all this stuff. Like the fact that he was like, oh, check out these boots. They're gonna go crazy for these boots. You can barely see them. His pants are over the boots. Like I thought at least the pants were gonna be tucked into the boots. They are not. You can barely see those boots. Yeah, I mean he was like clearly coked up. Like, if you told me this man was like has done coke, I'm like, oh yeah, like tonight, because he's coked up. Crazy. Anyway, what are you guys saying? You can have the MGM Grand, but you have to sell out the building for it to be a success, right? Yes, agreed. 100% Mighty, right? Yeah, sure. There should be a season devoted to Vince. Yes! David, I've been saying that forever. 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 What is your opinion on Vince Russo, bro? Brian Alvarez helped me learn a lot about him. He's very I mean, like, I don't really have an opinion on him. I don't know. There's just some things I just don't have an opinion on. Vince Russo is one of them. It's just like, I mean, I think he's pretty like smug and shitty, from what I saw in the Brawl for All episode, but I don't really have an opinion. Finger Poke of Doom episode, that'd be interesting. There needs to be, Jesus Christ, imagine going crazy over the boots. No one really cared about them if they are, if they're dripped over your fucking pants, no one is looking at them. Sorry. Are you upset that the Puerto Rican parade is canceled? No, because I don't go to the Puerto Rican Day Parade. WCW World Heavyweight Champion, great times in wrestling, I guess. He feeds off attention, don't talk about him, and he will fade away. Yeah, he's pretty much in the same boat as Jim Cornette, except maybe Jim Cornette is a little bit shittier than Vince Russo, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion.
May finally be over.
The lifestyle took a toll on her. He didn't have the spunk that he had, that electricity, constant spark that made the room glow. You know, it was like he aged 10 years in 2 years.
It was such a big deal that he left LA for good. He came back to New York. I thought he was really cleaning himself up.
So I get a phone call from
He was
Herb,
not.
and he goes, Len, big things are happening. I go, Herb, are you sure you're straight? He goes, Len, I'm perfectly straight.
On July 17th, 1996, a longtime friend visits Herb at his office in New York City. This is the last known recording of Herb Abrams.
Hey! Herbie! You want to look around here first? Yeah. I can't keep the house together myself because it's just too much work. I'm very happy. I've never been happy. Never been happy. Can we be filming this, or is this supposed to be well, do you need a release from me? Well, you're right.
Herb appears to have turned a corner on his sobriety, but his friends are left in the dark as he suddenly disappears.
96, when I was working in the offices with him, sometimes, you know, he'd come in the next day all hungover. Sometimes he wouldn't even come in at all. Sometimes we wouldn't see him for a couple of days or hear from him for a couple of days. So that was just Herb being Herb.
Back in the 90s, that was just like Herb being Herb.
And Stacy, my wife, and she says, Lenny, I have some really, really bad news.
Oh, no.
Sunny Beach called, and Herb's passed away. Herb's dead. Sonny's crying on the phone. So I call Sunny Beach, and I go, what is going on?
Nobody knew what happened. And then his mother called me up, and then it was just like a blur after that.
I must have cried for like 2 hours. And it was just the hardest thing to call those men, and then to hear them all start to cry. These super gargantuan, strong men that you saw fly across the ring all cried over Herb dying and me not being able to almost talk.
On July 23rd, 1996, officers respond to an unbelievable scene at the office of Herb Abrams. Details are sparse, and those closest to Herb would hear varying accounts of the disturbing events as they unfolded.
It was kind of like how someone would say if they walked into his hotel room and saw him, naked. That's a real shock to some people. Okay? To me, that was part of his process of what he was going through.
The night that I guess he passed away, he was partying, drinking. He had a couple of escorts up there with him. And I heard that he'd done so much cocaine that he was whacked. And he found a baseball bat and started tearing up the room that he was in and just went absolutely berserk.
I heard that he was covered in either oil or Vaseline and cocaine. It's crazy. And he was chasing around hookers with his baseball bat.
Somebody told me that the escorts tried to rob him too, and that's why he grabbed the bat. That's the sight to see, I'm sure.
So I call Sunny Beach and I go, what is going on? And he says exactly what it says in the tabloids. That Herb was running around naked, smashing a baseball bat on the walls and in the office, chasing a couple of hookers with coke all over his body.
He had baby oil all over him, and I guess somebody called the police. I heard somebody called the police on him.
There's rumors like he got sodomized by police with their batons. I heard that, and I'm going, what the hell?
I guess one of the girls ran out of the office and shut the door behind him. I think he ran into it. And I think that's how he passed away.
But when the police showed up, I heard he had massive coronary died.
And what I'm told is that he took his clothes off in the jail and he had a seizure and killed him.
Nobody knew if he was robbed. Nobody knew if he got beat up with a baseball bat. So there was all kinds of stories going around at the time, and nobody knew the true story. Still, we don't know because I wasn't there. So, you never believe everything you hear. Chasing hookers around and, all greased up and died in the back of a police car. The one thing I know is that Herb Abrams left this world doing what he loved. Cocaine and hookers.
That sucks, but wow. So no one actually really knows how he died. He died in his office? Like that happened in his office? That's wild. That's wild. Wow, what a way to go. I mean, it's a bad way to die, but if you want to die like a real OG, I say do it. I mean, I guess if you consider that being a real OG. By God. Yeah, in the words of JR, for sure. Could have been a relapse. That's a crazy way to go out. That is definitely a crazy way to go out. Like it's a crazy way to go out where like no one knows what happened to you. But the different accounts that people are telling of how he went out, like each one is fucking wild. He was like oiled up, Vaselined up, coked up, running around with a baseball bat, naked as fuck with hookers. Hookers tried to rob him. He tried to beat the shit out of hookers. Police found him. He was possibly arrested. He maybe died in the back of the cop car. He maybe also died by hitting his head so hard on the baseball bat, hitting the door and hitting his head on the door. What? What? Jeez Louise. How did this guy die? I mean, it doesn't matter now. He died doing what he's loved. And that was coke and hookers. Wow. Anyway. Yeah. Don't do drugs. If you're gonna do it, don't go crazy. He's basically a GTA character come to life. I mean, kinda. Ahead of his time. Ahead of his time. Best dare advertisement ever. I mean, yeah, right? The late 20th century, it was crazy. I mean, fuck. Fucking hell. Are we back on? We're back on.
Conflicting circumstances surrounding Herb Abrams' death overshadow his already extreme life and reach urban legend status within the wrestling world.
It kind of became folklore.
Everywhere we go, you can get a Herb Abrams story, you know, and some are better than others, some are true, some you don't know what to believe.
When they told me he died, I said, no, he's faked his death. He's left the country. And I hate to talk ill of the dead, if he's dead, but I had a promotion that was down in Union, South Carolina, that ran under UWF. And this promoter swore to me that the night of his show, this little fella came to the show in blue jeans and cowboy boots and asked him what the name of the organization was. And he swore. He said, I'm telling you, he said, that Herb Abrams showed up at my show.
And because it said UWF, this person gave them the riot act that he would sue them, and it was as if Herb was legitimately alive. And I said to Marty, Herb's dead.
Question.
Herb Abrams couldn't keep quiet for 30
He's
years.
Tupac!
If you maybe went under witness protection, I don't know. He would find a way to resurface. No, I find it completely unfeasible that Herb Abrams is alive and not seeking the limelight somewhere.
And I know that if he was still
Yeah.
alive, he would have come and found me. He would have let me know that he was alive. He would have done everything he could to send a message somehow. He wouldn't have stayed away 30 years. He wouldn't have stayed away 30 years.
I mean, if he's serious about being clean, maybe.
Wish he was still here with us. You know, it could have been a great thing. You know, the UWF and just what he was doing. If we would have had a little bit more backing, a little bit more support, I think it could have went a long way. And now I'm visiting Herb in the cemetery. We deal, we cope, and we go on. I actually inherited Herb's dog after he passed away.
What was the dog's name?
Cokie. It was Snow White the dog. And
Cokie.
It was laying in the coke. Herb called it Cokie. Herb loved that dog to death. Herb's style was always to be a generous guy. I picked up the tab for everything. But again, that's easy to do with other people's money.
True.
If it was his hard-earned money, he would still do the same. I think he was just always trying to prove himself, or always wanted to be liked, or always wanted to be somebody to be respected. But we all respected him, and we all liked him.
How did you feel after he passed?
It was a loss of someone who, someone who believed in me.
Feel for him.
I'd say he truly brought life. He brought it out of me. Without their fallen leader, the UWF faded out of existence and into the memories of those who fought to bring it to the top.
I think Herb should be remembered as a person who tried to do something special in the wrestling industry.
I think Herb Abrams was this bizarre character who wanted to become a major player in the pro wrestling business, and he was never able to succeed because he got in his own way, from his personal demons to the way he ran his business.
The worst thing that Herb Abrams did, whether you hear about that he was involved with hookers or coke or this or not paying people, the worst thing that Herb Abrams ever did to me was die. It's haunted me for the entire time, this 30 years. And this is the only reason that I've ever talked about. It's the first time I've ever let the secret of the UWF out.
He had the enthusiasm and I think the courage to try to live out his dream.
He was such a die-hard fan that was his downfall.
He would love the negative that's on the internet. he would love it all.
Why is that?
Because he was Herb Abrams. He was a thing unto himself.
I have to believe this is the way Herb would want it. You know, like maybe he got in death what he didn't have in life, and that is he became a legend.
Last question. If he was alive today, what do you think he'd be doing?
Time.
Yo, Mick kept it real.
I just think he'd be an artist. He would have hurt no one except himself, and I'd be visiting him, and we'd be toasting with a glass of milk and Herbie cookies.
And Herbie cookies. Yo, Foley kept it real though. Right? He would have, but it's interesting what he said. Like, he would have, if he would have been alive, he would have damaged himself, which evidently that's exactly what he did when he was alive. Interesting episode of Dark Side of the Ring. I didn't know anything about the subject, so it was very whoa. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? Interesting what Foley also said, like, he, you know, had a lot of confidence to achieve his dreams, and he did it. I mean, say what you want, he did do a show at the MGM Grand. You know, didn't sell out, it wasn't successful, but he did a show. And I guess in his mind, if that is the definition of success for him, then you know what? He did what he wanted to do in life, right? I guess he achieved it. And he went out doing what he loved, which sucks. Also, whoa, let's not pass this theory that he might be alive. What? I mean, I guess, right? That is the legend of Herb. Like, if he's, that's insane. That's insane that, like, someone thought that they saw him there, which, that's insane. Did anyone question how high that person was when they said that they thought they saw Herb at that show after his death? Someone should have questioned that. For real. They've been saying the same about Tupac and Elvis still being alive. Well, I guess we're gonna add Herb to that fucking list. All right. We're gonna see Herb at the next show. The next, like, GCW show. Oh my god, roast. Imagine. No, we're not. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead, right? Where are the family members? Like, I understand maybe if he didn't have, like, a wife or girlfriend, a kid, whatever. I mean, surprise he didn't have a kid with all the hookers that he was hooking up with. Or maybe he does, and that kid definitely doesn't know about it. But yeah, it's, we didn't get any of the family members. Any family at all. Just people that knew him. People that claimed to be his best friend. Was there no funeral? Is that why maybe there's the theory? Like, no one talked about the funeral. If there was one, did anyone, I mean, there's like a tombstone, a grave. What happened with the funeral? I don't know. Is anyone going to question that? But I don't know. This is wild. What are you guys saying? Herb is a celebrity guest in next year's oh no, as a hologram. I wish Darkseid can do Heroes of Wrestling. You said that already. I agree. I'd love to see an AEW parody of the yikes. Herb could have saw a promotion fill the MGM grant. I mean, how about that? What's the inspiration behind your tattoo on your forearm? That one? Nothing. It was a Friday the 13th tattoo, and I just got it because I thought it was cool. He could have multiple children with those women. I mean, maybe. No wife, no kids, no baby mama, etc. Like, yeah, closed casket with all the Vaseline on him? Did they bathe him? If someone in your family was a drug addict, con artist, would you want to be filmed talking about him? I wouldn't. I understand why some people wouldn't, but I also do understand why some people would, because especially if he is dead, as someone, you know, as a family member, you would want to defend them, right? Especially if you saw some good in them. So maybe he didn't have anyone like that in his family. Yikes! I agree with you, Alex. Where are his family members? Yeah. I mean, again, like, I agree with you, David. Like, I understand, well, apparently he had an ex-wife. And that's, with an ex-wife, like, I understand why some family members probably didn't want to go. Like, I don't want to go on a show talking about the dark side of my, like, significant other, or my, you know, loved one or whatever. But I don't know. Interesting episode. So next week, I'm not too sure. I think I probably missed the I'm trying to look up next week's episode. Dark Side of the Ring, season 2, episode 8. What is that episode? I don't know. I don't know what next week's episode is, but we're definitely gonna do another Dark Side of the Ring episode. Is it the Road Warriors? Ooh, is it the Road Warriors? Pretty excited about that. If it's the Road Warriors, I have a perfect shirt to wear, and I'm very excited. And that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one. So I'm definitely doing this again next week. I hope that you guys stay tuned and join me again next week for this. If you haven't subscribed already, smash that subscribe button down below and hit the bell notifications as well. There's going to be some videos coming out pretty soon. Pretty cool videos, especially if you are a patreon.com/Alex Queen of the Ring. We're starting some spicy stuff up pretty soon. So yeah, exciting stuff. Also, if you're a patreon.com/Alex Queen of the Ring, you get the videos that are supposed to be on this channel early, 2 days early. So like, I don't know, kind of worth it, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, if you don't want to do that, you could always just subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, and you will be notified when a video is out. Like this video. Follow me on the socials. I'm still learning. Follow me on the socials @_Queen of the Ring on Instagram, @8Queen of the Ring on Twitter. And I think that's about it. That's all the socials I have. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you guys so much for the thumbs up. I love y'all. I will see you next week for another Dark Side of the Ring about the Road Warriors. Oh, that's going to be so exciting. I hope you guys have a good week. Bye.